Each of you guys draw 6 cards. Have fun.
All right. Oh, Matt's not going to play?
No. I had the note of that on the schedule. Shit has come up for him involving his car and stuff. So he is getting a mechanic over who will do some work, and Matt is cooking a lovely dinner, which fortunately Logan gets to help participate in the eating thereof because Logan's cooking leaves much to be desired.
All right. I've got what's behind door number 3. So here comes the fun. Or door number 2.
Before you draw, I've got World of Pain. So
is that everybody discards all the cards?
Everyone discard all their cards and do not refill their hands. So which card takes precedence, Logan?
What's behind door number 2, because it could end up doubly fucking.
Yes, that's what I thought you would say, but I'd asked first just in case.
All right, here we go. Top 10 cards, draw. I know, 15 damn cards. This is going to be fun. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Clueless. Oh, Anti-Greed.
That's fine. Everything's getting discarded anyway.
Yeah. Is there a way to mass discard things, Logan?
Not that I'm aware of.
I've not been able to work out any way for us besides just dragging them off one at a time.
All right, well, let's begin the long, slow, laborious process of discarding our hands then.
So that was the only red card you got, huh?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, a limited retrieve. Oh, a couple of nice cards there you had as well.
Yeah, I had some good cards.
Yeah.
It's all right. Easy come, easy go.
I
Exactly.
was going to say,
that was about it.
It's the happy, fun beginning. Right. Let's see. You guys are sitting around a very mid-level type hotel. It's not that nice. It's okay. It's you know for a fact you're in Gothic because of the kind of wispy fog and stuff that comes in through the open windows. You're just sitting around, and you're getting ready. You're sitting in the same room where there's like several different beds, like 3 different beds, and you're getting ready to say something to the guy sitting there with the brown eyes.
Actually, I have specs on, Logan.
Good point. Both of you are wearing dark sunglasses.
Exactly.
But, one of you, i.e. The Rock, suddenly doubles over in great pain. You have a feeling of doom that increases along with the stomach cramps that cause you to sink to your knees. The feeling becomes nearly unbearable, and then suddenly it's gone.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. That's better.
Please mark off all your magic rocks, Russ. So, you guys are just sitting there looking at each other.
What color are my eyes? I take my glasses off.
You can't see your own eyes.
I'm asking him.
Oh. Sorry, carry on.
Yes.
They are brown. You can report that they are brown.
Fully brown?
Yes, totally brown.
All right, totally brown. So I guess that means you're a rock.
I'm looking for my rocks. Got to mark these off. All right, there we go. Crystals. I just had the most awful feeling.
Let me know when you're done.
Voices crying out in pain, and then suddenly silence.
Oh, he gets a card for that shit. Boom.
Yes, so I take it you're rock.
Oh shit! I drew. All right, so I'm going to take what I drew, which is Spark of Divinity.
Nice. Very nice. Love that card.
And discard the extra.
Cool.
All right, so my learn goes up.
Rock looks like he's getting smarter as he takes to his feet again.
Oh. So who are you?
Joshua McKay. I don't believe we've actually met in the flesh.
Oh, the guy with the note. Yeah, Ollie's gone, man. Did you know that Ollie's gone?
Yes. Doc released her father, the sleeper.
Who did?
Doc Fulton.
Doc Fulton? Oh, okay.
I don't know if have you met Doc Fulton?
No, I have not met Doc Fulton, but I think I've been to his apartment. No, that was Joshua McKay. That was you. Okay.
Yes. Or the mansion, well, in Red Carpet, the upgrade in the mansion was Doc went to B grade and then Alex went to B grade. But yes.
As a quick note for Russ, if you look on the Roll20 thing below the horse that says agreed, you'll see the 9 pictures of Bill Murray. There's something just like that, but with Doc Fulton on it in the mansion that you've seen many times. So you definitely recognize the motherfucker if you ever saw him, just for your information.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he's the one who joined up with Batman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So is this your rooms we're in?
Do I recognize them, Logan? Because
yes, they are indeed your rooms that you had rented for a short period of time. You're hoping your rent is still paid up, or well, you guys, neither of you have much in the way of possessions and stuff. So,
right. Yeah, this is my suite. I rented it out for some security.
Okay. Yeah, just different to where I've woken up the last couple of times. Okay. Yeah, so you're Rock, I'm Josh McKay, we've established that. And you're feeling right now, you're not any pain or any...
I don't seem to be, no. It was just horrible for a second there. And my pocket feels lighter. I think I'm missing something, but I haven't checked yet.
Okay. All right. So I have rooms at the Heston, which is usually where I've been waking up, but...
Oh, okay. Is it Heston or Helton? I'm confused.
Could be the Helton. I don't have the map open in front of me.
Helton.
Could be the Helton.
Helton? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's with the kind of odd sense of humor that a lot of people in the post-cyberpunk, post-alien abduction, post-apocalyptic thing have an odd sense of humor.
So is that H-E-double-L ton?
Helton.
Yeah, they couldn't afford both of the L's.
Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff cooking, Joshua. I don't know what you've got cooking, but we need to get on the same page, I think.
Yes, exactly. All right.
Show me your page.
Oh, that.
I like that both of you hold up fucking notes. Both of you guys take a card. That's fucking great.
All right, so
you kind of feel empty-ish inside, by the way, Russ. Just a little bit, not like an overwhelming sense of ennui, but a bit.
I attempt to activate my healing power.
Nobody's wounded, I don't think.
Okay, I wound myself and then try to activate my healing power.
He starts cutting on himself. It appears you've fallen in with a cutter.
Are you okay?
Just checking something. Just taking inventory. Hold on. Nothing in there. Oh, I made my healing roll.
It goes away. Hi. Good.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's still working.
You were seeing if you could still do magic, were you?
Yeah, I was checking to see if I still had my I think something awful has happened to the brown AI.
Okay, well, we can go and check.
Insert dramatic music here.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so do you want to check straight away, or did you want to have a brief exchange of information first?
Let's do the exchange.
All right, so did you have any magic decoder rings?
I had one and it blew up. Burlington is gone. Well, it's not gone, but it's annihilated.
Yeah. We fixed it.
You fixed it. Oh, great.
All right, so
that didn't take long, you think? Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, so myself, Alex, and Mildred. I don't know if you've met. Oh, yes, you have met Mildred because the whole lockpick gang rubbish.
Is that fuck?
Yes, that's right. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, what name are you known as? What name did you get on your ID? Yeah.
On my ID is Jake Wheaton.
Jake Wheaton. So that just if we go and speak to the Don.
Oh, no, my name with Don is The Rock. I thought you meant my papers.
Yeah, no, I meant what does Don know you as?
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I got papers from Don that makes me Jake around here, Jake Wheaton.
I'll make a note of that anyway, just in case. Okay. Yeah, and as you know from the letter I left, my papers and the name that Don knows me as is Shotgun Joker. Thank you very much, Mildred. All right. Yeah, so I don't know if you haven't been with Doc, you may not be aware of. If you've never adventured with Doc, you may not be aware of this. Doc worked out that. Hang on a sec. I'll start at the beginning. When we first came here and we went to use Clems, we discovered Clems was not operational here at Gothic.
Right.
Doc twigged to the fact that the outside the barbers, you got a barber's pole that usually spins around.
Mm-hmm.
Red, white, and blue. That wasn't spinning, and it looked like it was upside down. So Doc opened it up, turned it around, and put it in the right way up, and Clems activated.
Okay. All right.
So, if you get to a new realm and Clems is not operational, first thing to check is the barber's pole.
Right. Okay.
So in Burlington, the pole was fine. So what we did was basically reset Clem, moved his body, and then took the barber's pole out, turned it upside down, then took it out, put it right way up, and that reset Clem, and the barber shop started repairing.
Okay. All right.
So,
what was the solution in Burlington, by the way? Because we were there and we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. So the gate that what were they called? The Blight
Brotherhood.
Yes, the Blight Brotherhood. What was it? Backyard Butcher. Yeah, that's what. The Blight Brotherhood. The gate that they used to get there, it was basically keeping Burlington in stasis.
Yeah, we figured that much out.
Yeah. So it was right at the edge of Burlington was where it hooked up, and we worked out that the gate needed a Hand of Glory and a lot of your magic power to get through it, which we didn't have any Hands of Glory handy, and we decided, considering the size of the force, we didn't want to go to where they'd come from. So once we got Clem fixed up and had also done a cleanup of the town. Are you aware of? I don't know how familiar you are with Burlington. In the police station, there's a box with a black hole in it that disposes anything and everything that you put in it.
Not familiar with that.
All right. So yeah, in the police station, there's a large box which two people can maneuver around, which is what we ended up doing. But there's a hole big enough to slide a body into it, and anything that gets put into that disappears. It's been used also to make other stuff disappear.
Right. So I take it you made the gate disappear.
No, we didn't use that to make the gate disappear because the gate there didn't appear to be any physical objects there that we could find that were controlling the gate.
Right.
I just mean, just as an aside, if you've ever come across something that you want to destroy and you don't know how to destroy it,
okay,
take it to Burlington, chuck it in the box. That's what I mean. Lopan was not very happy when Doc did that to one of the stones that contained one of the elements.
Nice.
Doc and I got one of the stones, and we were hopping around different zones, and then Doc decided to throw it into the box to completely blow it or destroy it.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, we then once we got Clems up and cleaned up the place, we did a bit of hopping around to the different zones to try and find somebody or something that we could use to close off the gate. I don't know if you're familiar with the zone. That's sort of like an MMO zone. People from Night City had gone into an MMO and they were trapped in this zone. Alex did a lot of it. Okay, so Alex was the first time I was there as well. Alex did a lot of adventuring there, and it's a fantasy zone, so they had wizards and stuff there. Unfortunately, they're all hopeless there, and none of them had a clue. Okay, Logan rolling really badly every time we found someone or came up with another idea. Hey, how about if we do it this way? Oh, roll 80. Oh, next one 90, 95.
Right.
So we ended up finding have you been to the Beastkin Wild West? I think you may have been there.
Yes, actually. I have. We actually delivered Alex Kinley Jr. there.
Yes. Yep. yes. Yeah. And you know that if he offers to shake your hand, not to shake it, don't you?
Oh, yes. And we didn't warn anybody about that.
Yeah. Alex tried to prank me with the kid.
What a fucked up prank.
That kidder. Anyway,
yeah, we had a lot of trouble. We almost collapsed Clem's in the Gothic zone, but Alex caught us at the last minute, and then I had to do a sewer transit with significant obstruction.
Yeah, and that worked obviously because you got the kid there. So
just barely, yeah. That was by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, in the Beastkin zone, we checked with the various people there that had magic. Again, none of them knew anything about gate magic or negation magic. I mean, we're just even looking for a scroll or something we could use to take back with us. But there was also an inventor there that I knew. He's the guy that I worked with that is making money for the embassy there. And he had a device that basically could disrupt the gate. So
okay. Yeah, that was I have these glasses that we got from the I don't know if Alex told you about the stained glass guild here.
Yes, we had the same. The doc and I had the same encounter. The same that ours went a slightly different way. So I'm not too sure which of the realities has taken precedent over the situation.
Right. So do you have glasses too?
Yep.
Awesome.
I've actually got two. I don't know. I've never tried those out, but I've got a separate pair of glasses that allows me to see magic. So, but I haven't played around with the stained glass glasses yet.
Well, they allow you to see magic out of character. You get an analysis roll.
Yep.
They're very useful. They have a large chunk of exposed Chris, though, so they're rather dangerous as far as wearing them in any kind of stressful or combat situation. Somebody can blow up your Chris, and there goes your head.
Yeah. They last about a minute, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds very similar to the glasses I already had then.
Yeah, I figured out the go away spell on the cloakroom and the Helton with them, and we figured out that the gate was there. But we spent most of the rest of our time trying to get back from Burlington through Smurf Village.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't believe how often people keep going back to that place. I love it.
I have to say that is a place I've never been to, and from the little bits I've heard about it, not a place I wish to go to.
I can take you there if you want to do some blowjobs.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
Smurf Village.
Are you aware with Clem that Clem can only take you to where you've already been?
No, I did not realize that.
So say for example, the MMO zone I was talking about that Alex has been to a bit. If we go to Clem's now, for example, and I initiate the sequence with Clem, I can take you there because I've been there, but you would not be able to go there if I told you the name of the place.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to go to Clem and activate Clem because you've never actually been there yourself. Same as vice versa to Smurf Town. I wouldn't be able to go there without somebody who's already been there taking me there first.
Oh, I don't think there's a Clem's in Smurf Town now.
there possibly could be.
We checked because when we got trapped there the first time, that was the first thing we did was look for a Clem's. There's no Clem's in Smurf Town because Clem isn't a Smurf, I guess.
Just all the blue penis you could ever want.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, this inventor gave us a device. We then took it. We disrupted the barrier, the gate to it, and then time started again in Burlington, and it reset.
Great.
And away things went.
And so we get our decoder rings back.
Well, that's what I was going to say. First things first, unless there's something really, really pressing, we go there first and we restock on some decoder rings.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I don't want to lose my glasses.
Yes.
And then I have an active quest I'm working on and a bunch of other stuff.
All right, so is there...
And what just happened, of course.
Yes, and what just happened, yeah.
Which he is now adding to his list. Hooray!
Yes. Yeah.
He is a busy boy.
AI. I'll just call it collapse.
Okay. To make first, was there any more talking you guys needed to do to each other? Because I'm going to cut through.
Yeah. I think there's going to be more talking, but I was going to suggest we go elsewhere and do it.
Yeah, actually, Logan asked me to run this by you.
Oh yeah.
I had an experience that he says should have given me tons of information, and I'm going to tell you everything that I can remember, and I probably will have remembered the important parts, but I will tell you everything I can remember because I wrote it down.
How safe do you believe? Sorry, how safe do you believe this hotel room is?
Pretty safe.
All right. I was going to say otherwise I was going to suggest we go to Burlington, get the decoder rings happen.
You guys can be walking and doing that at the same time.
Then go to another location that I was going to discuss with you as a possible information drop point. And
yes, that's right.
And discuss further there.
I'm still setting up an email. I'm sorry, go ahead.
For the date pass for the decoder rings to pop up.
Right. Okay, so while we're going to Burlington.
I was going to say, you guys can discuss all this because you're going to have to spend the night in Burlington because your ship won't get shipped until the next day. So you can discuss this stuff at the pretty much completely secure bed and breakfast in Burlington.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Pete, since you suggested the decoder rings, roll a d12 for how many different decoder rings that the two of you total can get from the various boxes in the ship.
Only d12 this time, bummer.
It varies.
Yes.
Stock.
7.
7 is a good amount. Yeah,
split them up. However, good amount. I won't. I've got a re-roll card, but I don't think it's worth wasting on 7. All right.
No,
all right. So you take 4, and I'll take 3 because I've already got one decoder ring from when we reset it.
Cool. So you guys are currently at the Burlington Bed and Breakfast. You've just gotten done eating your meatloaf dinner. And up in the room. Before you do your info dump, Rock, I'll just point one thing out to you in this location that we also discovered. See that grandfather clock there near where the bedrooms are?
Yeah.
It's an anchor point, and it links several different realms together. We're not sure how to activate it or anything yet, but it could potentially be used as a gate to get to different realms.
I see.
That's when Burlington was in ruins, that was one of the things we checked out because Mildred and Alex had been into another realm that had the exact same grandfather clock, and time kept resetting there.
Ah. Okay. All right.
Just a little bit of side information.
More complicated.
I don't think I actually tried it here. Once the information dump, remind me. I want to try and cast some spells on the grandfather clock.
Sure. Okay, so I went to the Citizen Vice Bureau in Gotham.
In Gothic?
Gothic.
Yeah.
I said Gotham. Yeah.
Yeah, you did say Gotham. That's why I was double checking with you.
Yes, no, Gothic. In Gothic, Los Angeles. And I couldn't go into the Spirit Mark line. because, I have no spirit mark. So I went to the crappy line and got a job to clean the statue with all the people holding up. You familiar with that statue at all?
The statue honoring the war, or was there's a couple of statues.
Hang on, I'll pull up the description. Sculpture: fountain being lifted by loads of humanity. On top of the fountain are 13 robed figures representing the Shadow Council.
Yeah, in Sprigham district.
Yeah. So I was offered 10 silver pieces to clean up that statue. That statue had a bunch of rotten meat and feces dumped on it. Okay. The guards weren't particularly interested in me doing the job. A scream came from St. John's Hospital down the street. And the guards kind of ignored that too.
Yeah.
I finished cleaning the statue and got a token that said the job was completed, and brought it back and got my 10 silver.
Okay.
Anything jump out at you other than the scream from St. John's, which I just ignored, basically?
So did the meat and the feces look like people had been throwing it at the statue?
Logan?
If you were to guess, you would say that somebody said, I'm going to mix up a tub of rotten meat and shit and then dump it on top of the statue. That's your guess.
It looked like somebody maybe climbed the statue and dumped somehow hoisted up a huge tub of the stuff and poured it over the top of the statue.
Okay. I was just wondering on the off chance it was a bit... The fountain being lifted by loads of humanity on top of the fountain, 13 robed figures. Yep. I was just thinking whether or not it was actually there was something a bit more sinister involved, as in human sacrifice for magic energy or something on the statue, and the bodies are left there to decay and rot, and that's what you're cleaning off, or bodies are tied up there and.
Now, just to you, Rock, it looked like chopped beef. Like, cow.
Okay.
Chopped beef,
so,
yeah, so I take it there's political unrest because it was dropped on top of the council.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Which, it doesn't surprise me either, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
because
I think the question you might have been wanting to ask is, what does Joshua McKay infer from that?
Right.
Yeah, you also said political unrest, which you didn't before, but I'm giving you a card for now. I've already given it to you, so don't take it. You bet.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got lots of cards there as well, Russ. You might want to look at your hand. Logan keeps dropping cards on you.
Yes, he does.
He keeps saying smart shit. I have no choice.
Yeah. Pete sends brainwaves to me, and then I say smart shit.
I can see that.
Well, you've got where that sculpture is. You've got the stained glass cellars right next to it, which we both know about them. They seem to be anti-Shadow Council, but as to what sort of cult they are, don't know yet. St. John's Teaching Hospital, well, that's St. John's Teaching Hospital, and seems to be in every realm, and where if you're injured or something, you avoid that place. So the scream from there, I suspect, is more just St. John's, a place you avoid if you want proper medical care.
Right.
With the S, usually it's the S or the N or something hanging half off the building. I can't remember which one, but yeah.
We had St. John's out of character. We had St. John's in the old campaign. I remember that place well.
Yeah, that's right. We did.
You never want to find yourself there. Doctors walking around with hacksaws saying, "We must amputate."
Well, Joshua McKay was in the old campaign because he's playing the same dude, so he has some spotty memories of that. He knows to avoid it.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, as you're saying, definitely sounds like there's a bit of unrest, and potentially it's more than they're letting on, and more that the press might know about it, but they certainly don't print it, as the newspapers seem to be fairly controlled.
Right. Right. Okay, so that's what you got?
At the moment, yeah. I mean, there's a butcher's right next to. Now, where was the
Ooh.
butcher's? Right next to the Great Yandoon. His
Right,
dock was made to join
on the east side.
Yes, Lower East
Butcher,
Side.
yes.
Yeah, because dock was made. So potentially depend. And there's also slaughter yards somewhere. I seem to recall seeing.
Slaughterhouse is right by the butcher.
Yeah, so that would be a potential location where they'd obtain that sort of crap to dump on it, especially
Good
if it's
point.
like offcuts of meat and offal and cow shit and stuff. The perfect place to get that stuff would be the slaughterhouses. And being the Lower East Side, it's probably a hot pot of if it's where the underclass live, all the people getting pushed down. Possibly
right.
a bit of
Well, I tried to leverage that. I have a mission from Dragon Dawn that compromised a police lieutenant named Jor Hassan.
Okay.
I sent you that in a note. I don't know if you got my note.
No, unfortunately, after I left the note for you with Ollie, the next thing I knew was that the Shadow Academy had been severed, if not destroyed. Right. So, unfortunately, any notes, any information you left with Ollie for me, I never received, I'm sorry to say.
Okay. I'll bring that up and see if I can share anything with you from my Google Docs. Hang on a second. But go ahead and continue. I'm just...
Yep.
Just Google. Awesome.
Oh, that's right, the Great Yandoon. Do you know anything about Route 66?
Very little, but I did go down there and find out that there's a major caravan route. They wouldn't let non-humans help guard the caravans, and when I said I was able to activate guns, they were very, 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 very upset about that.
Yes.
And I had to sneak out.
Because they would think you were a monster.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
All right.
So I learned the ropes on that one at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. All right.
I
won't continue with talking about that then, due to possible spoilers, because Logan might run you through something.
Yeah, actually, Russ, on your notes, next time you're with a group that might be able to do some combat, I'm not saying combat's necessary, but you'll thank me if it is, then you might want to bring up Route 66 mission. Guys, I wanted to give everybody a crack at that. Pete, thank you for your discretion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'd have to find somebody else, because I don't believe Jeremy's gone on it. But I think it's just him that hasn't gone on it.
What about Scott and Keeler? Have they done it?
They have done it.
Yeah, because I know.
So yeah, make it note, Russ. It's up to you to remember, because I'll forget.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I'll
Mildred,
put it on my
did it with me. Doc's done it, and I think Alex is aware of it.
Yes.
Because he overheard it all.
Yeah, but I think Pete would agree it's worth doing, although it can be difficult.
Yeah, okay. Difficult starting to not bother the Rock nearly as much lately.
That's because he's going quite mad.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay.
Speaking, actually, just as a side note, I haven't responded to your post on Heroic Cthulhu about character stuff yet, because I've had a shit week. I've been pretty much working till 11 p.m. every night except for tonight. So,
oh man, that's brutal. Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a long week for me. So apologies if I'm a bit frazzled tonight.
Yeah. So back to where I was before.
Yes.
I did pay off in ketamine some of the people in the East Side to get some information on Jor Hassan, and they came up blank. He's extremely uncorruptible. Looks like we're going to have to shoot him.
So did the Don want him dead or corrupt or have something over him, or he just wanted something over him?
Don would prefer to have him compromised. Yeah, very much so, because he's got such a good reputation as being incorruptible. If he can get him as an asset, that's worth a lot of money to Don.
Okay. And you any good at surveillance?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at surveillance.
Have you tried surveilling the guy and the guy's home and stuff like that?
I did a walk-by just to case him, and his wife and kid were in the backyard, and so I've made them. It's in the Justice District, so security is high.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I wasn't sure if I really wanted to. If I'm going to set up surveillance, I got to take some precautions.
Yeah, definitely there.
Yeah.
But potentially keeping an eye on him if you're semi-decent at it, and hopefully he's depending on how good he is at counter surveillance, just to see what he gets up to when he's not going home, when he knocks off work or that sort of thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's where I was at. I was just casing because I had another mission from Don.
Okay. How do you spell his name?
Jor, J-O-R, J as in John, O-R, Hassan, H-A-S-S-E-N.
Sure. And he's a lieutenant in the police.
He's a lieutenant in the police force. Let me get my notes out on this guy. Hold on. Because there's a little more information than that. Right. Jor Hassan, he's in the Justice, he lived in the Justice Center. He has a wife and I believe 2 kids, but I only saw one, so he might just have one. I may be misremembering that. He's also known as Paladin. So 1 or 2 kids, known as Paladin, highly incorruptible, no angles, so to speak of yet. And I give him descriptions of the wife and kid. Okay. Do I need to make a memory roll for that, Logan?
No, you do it.
Okay.
I just do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it could be that this guy is a stand-up guy.
Yeah,
he may not.
It seems to be the case. Yeah, that's why I said I think we're going to have to shoot him.
He could be your Elliot Ness. And incorruptible.
Yeah, in a totalitarian government. Not sure I like that one, but what's a hero point wager? Do you think your result will be a critical? Play this card. You get a critical, you immediately gain 3 hero points.
I've got to play it immediately. Annoying.
All right, that's not my style. I'm not. You want a hero point wager card?
No.
No, yeah, that's really not worth it.
I've got a hello victory. Discard all victory cards.
Okay.
If you've got any.
Nope.
I redid the hero point wager. It's now 3-1 bet.
It's pretty good. It's not good enough unless it's like 10-1 though. On a crit.
Well, unless you have the it's a crit card, in which case you're going to win 3 hero points.
Yeah, that's true. That's a gain 3 hero points thing. That's awesome.
That's right. That's a guarantee.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend 10. No.
No. I think when I got that card last time, we discarded it because it was basically nope. I just realized I hadn't noted down how many Dakota rings I've got.
So that's the Jor Hassan mission. I put that in the note to you, thinking you might be better. But I can do surveillance, so that's where I was going with that.
Yeah, surveillance is not my forte.
Mm-hmm.
Crime solving is my forte.
Right. Okay. Cool. That's right. Yeah, you're Sherlock Holmes. I remember that.
So what else did you get up to?
I mentioned that I can get lockpicks. Okay, so other things that are going on in Gothic City.
Not mention that you could not get lockpicks.
I could get lockpicks for you. Is something I mentioned in the note. I have an internet source in Red Carpet where I can mail order them.
Okay. I know a hardware store where you can go and buy them in Red Carpet.
Yeah.
That's where I got all the lockpicks that you possibly found from.
Right, right. Yeah, you had left in the note that you had some difficulty getting them, so.
Only that they had to go to red carpet, get them, and then bring them all the way back, and they're expensive.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, same thing for me. All right. All right. So other things going on in San Angeles. I am currently trying to track down 10 guard uniforms for Dragon Dawn, stolen from terrific tailors. Turns out somebody beat me to it, and they took all the uniforms. That was 3 Ogre Magi.
Ogre Magi, interesting.
Yes. I made my cryptozoology rolls, so yes. Ogre wizards.
Oni. Ogre Magi are known, the Japanese word for Ogre Magi. Oni are the Ogre Magi.
Oh, Oni. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, O-N-I.
Right. Yeah, so these are shape-changing, spell-casting, very strong, nasty pieces of work.
Yeah,
I tracked them down. I tracked them down to a house. Hold on. Got to bring up my other map.
I'm just imagining Pete doing combat with them.
Yeah.
I tracked them down. I tracked them down to a house that's off the on the way to off the downtown center. There's a set of shifty-looking streets and alleys. There's a house. Description blah. Okay. They went in there. I used the glasses. There's some kind of spell on the door. Couldn't figure out what it was, but I imagine it's an alarm or a trap of some kind. The windows are shuttered up. There was no magic on the windows, though. And so there are as many as 3, possibly more, Ogre Magi in that house. And they have all the uniforms, and I'm trying to get 10 and then frame them for the theft so that Dragon Dawn is in the clear.
Okay.
I gotta say that I'm just giving Russ and Eric card. This is definitely not a Yana briefing, and it's surprisingly clear, coherent, and well thought out. So I'm giving them cards and shit. Although I was just thinking for the Oni, it could be a simple matter of release the Alex Kinley.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I was really hoping we'd have Alex around for this one because
he would enjoy it. It's like, we need you to kill a bunch of people. Already have. No, these specific people. Oh.
Yeah, because if we go murder machine on them, basically we get a free base and in this house. Which might be nice. Do you have a lot of Nada cards? I got a cash in that I'm about to discard.
No, I've just got to. Well, actually, I've got a card. I've got to discard and draw another card because I'm not playing a vampire.
Oh. Right. All right, I'm going to throw in cash in because waiting on 3 Nada cards is just ridiculous. Unless you have them already.
No, I had no Nadas whatsoever.
Okay, so that's the uniform mission. I got that. I also have a mission to go check out Shadespire Point, which is just past the old forest, which is just past the tamed forest. But I did not have any survival forest ability. I'm still building that skill up from Learn. So,
sorry, what point was it?
Shadespire Point. The Great Yondoon said that it went dark. Logan, passage of time, probably about 5 months ago at this point, right?
You're not even sure. It's been dark so long that if somebody else hasn't solved it by now, it's grotesquely difficult.
Yeah. So that's another instanced quest. Other people have solved it.
It may be instanced, or you may get there and find it's been solved. You have no idea what's going on with it. Because you're not sure how much time passed when you first popped up into Gothic again.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been months.
So that is a very dubious quest. I also did some exploring up past Making my map out. This is a long briefing, dude. I also did some exploring past Bakersfield, where the Sequoia National Forest is, and went into the redwood forest and found an interesting red door in one of the redwood trees. Could not figure out how to open it.
And you checked it out with your glasses?
I didn't have my glasses with me at the time.
Okay.
I would go back out there and check it with glasses. My glasses are in a safe deposit box with Hercule. And I should check Hercule and find out what's going on with him. Maybe he's dead. Oh, that's a nice card. All right. Don't use rifles. All right, I'm gonna lose the skill plus.
So was the red door human size or smaller or?
Logan?
It was a normal door like Pete would find in his home right behind him, lurking, except the one behind Pete's actually the wrong color. Pete, could you please repaint your house?
Well, it's actually a wardrobe directly behind me, but yes.
Oh my God, that's where Narnia is, you bastard. You've captured Narnia.
Well, it's got shelves in it that I purposely had put into it since this was an off.
Also of note in the Redwood Forest is there are wood elves there. Extremely freaking quiet. They can run full speed and you can't hear them. I managed to hide out by their forest, and then I tried to follow them back to their camp, but was unable to do so without being noticed and fled.
Fair enough.
So that's another piece of interest. I went to San Francisco, which is entirely monsters. I mean, it's just horrifying. The whole place is just horrifying. I saw a demon and nearly lost my mind out there, and that was just on the boat.
Okay.
But the ship captain brought back two coffin-shaped, extremely coffin-shaped, like freaking coffins. Like maybe they're bringing back vampires. Which I just didn't have the resources or the ability to really do much about at the time. But someone's bringing back coffins from San Francisco as part of the routine trade, which, yikes. Okay.
Depending on what they do with the dead in Gothic San Angeles, it may not be vampires. It could be elves trying to get more undead, more
right
for some nefarious. It could be vampires, or it could be just the elves wanting dead bodies.
I'm about to discard an ultimate sniper card. Interested?
No, I haven't got any long.
Yeah, not been using rifles lately, so maybe I'll regret that. But I got a lot of good cards. Okay, and Don is very close to forging the spirit marks. He just needs people to draw him spirit marks. If you're very good at art.
Mildred is the one who's been doing the drawings. Yeah.
And like the first couple Lockpick Gang people who come to him after he's got forged spirit marks, get them for free. After that, they're 1,000 silver pieces a pop.
Mm-hmm.
So we may want to go immediately to Dragon Don's and see if he's finished that.
But I doubt he has finished it.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, that's about what I got. That's it. That's the briefing on Gothic San Angeles.
Fair enough.
I would like to point out, as a side note, that Russ did do some exploring, but he only explored a small fraction of the great outdoors and stuff, and he found interesting shit. While it is not the fucking high life of heroic journeys and stuff, there is some stuff out there.
Right.
There is stuff to go and check out.
Oh, Russ, for a refill, can you remember who's in charge of San Francisco? You
The
were told
Blue
the name.
AI. That's right. The
Yes,
Blue
but you were
AI
told-
is in charge of San Francisco.
But you were told the
Right.
name of the person in charge of it. Now, don't help him, Pete. He's going for a refill
You
here.
bastard.
What?
I don't remember the name of the person. I didn't take it down, and I've got so many good cards. I don't need a refill. Look, are we like? Can I pass that refill on to Pete? Because
if you can remember the name, sure. Because Pete will fucking stress like a monkey who's just experienced crack cocaine for the first time.
Okay. Any particular servitors of the Blue AI you know?
Now, see, that's cheating. You can't ask Pete. You have to. This is a test of your notes.
I know exactly who it is. Without,
Okay.
just because I know how Logan works.
Thank you. So anyway, moving on, leaving it ambiguous for now.
Sure.
So, you guys have picked up your decoder rings after spending a lovely night in Burlington. It's the morning. People are again wishing you happy Friday as you
Happy Friday.
go through town.
I say Happy Groundhog's Day.
They look confused.
All right, we shall go to Clem's.
No problem. Hi, what can I do you for?
Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
The halfway in.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Fair enough. I was just curious. I've never tried it before. I thought I'd see if it works.
I'll give you a card for trying being sneaky.
Well, I was thinking if it is another zone, it could be considered part of this, but Clem's could be a way of getting there from here, and Burlington could be the only place you can get to it from, due to the TVs and shit like that.
Clem blinks and goes, "Where are you going back to?"
Beastkin Genovia Wild West.
Yes, sir. And you as well?
Yes, me too.
No problem. The hot towels get put on, and a big, what was Clem in the air thing? Goose? Otter? I don't know. Some beast-headed Clem.
Yeah. I was thinking, no, Aardvark was James. Sorry, Jim was at the Aardvark. I can't recall exactly what Clem's was.
I'll go with Badger for now because it sounds fun to say. So Badger Clem takes off the hot towels and stuff, and he goes,
"Thank you.
Shave?"
Fine at the moment, thank you.
All right. Just as a side note, because it's the kind of thing Joshua would notice, your hair doesn't grow here, so your shave is still close or whatever, or it rarely grows, or it grows in spurts. So putting this kind of thing in a barber, just cruel. So,
okay,
yeah,
I imagine we're going to secure our message system at this point.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, so that's why I was curious about whether or not there was a Clem's in blue in Smurf World, because as you can see here, Clem's not human.
Right. No, there was no Clem's in Smurf World. Or there is a Clem's in Smurf World, but it's like in the Keebler Elf Kingdom, which we couldn't get to.
Yeah.
It's possible there's a Clem's in Smurf World. I've been there. We can try it.
Yeah,
and find out that we're
let's do something else first.
Now that I've been to Smurf World, we can certainly ask Clem to take us there and find out that there's a Clem's in the goddamn Count Chocula Vampire Town or something. But
Count Chocula Vampire Tower.
Okay.
All right. So my thinking is, due to the nature of this place, it's highly, from all indications, we were the first explorers here, because they'd never encountered humans before us.
Yeah, I've been calling myself an Australian.
Yeah, and that's because myself and the doc were the first ones here. And that's what kicked off the whole thing of, what are you then if you're not an elf? I'm an Australian. And then went on from there, the whole Australian embassy. But yeah, anyway,
Right.
So I was thinking the Australian Embassy potentially would be a good location for information exchange to leave notes and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this is a location that I think pretty much, if they haven't already, most of the Doras that we're associated with, we can bring them here. And I think majority, if not all of them, have been here, from my understanding. And we can get word to them that this place, and due to the technology level of this place, it would be hard for people to set up recordings and bugs and stuff like that.
Right.
And also, as I said, as far as I know, no other Doras would be able to follow us here via Clem, unless they've already been here. So they can't get to it that way.
Cool.
So the only way they would stumble onto it is if they knew about the book and had the book the same way we originally got here.
Okay.
And from all my investigation, there hadn't been any other human Doras here.
I would like to point out, though, that kind of thing would not give you the cool boards like Russ is wanting to set up. There is a way to do it within the campaign where you can literally contact people in all zones and leave messages and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's figured that out yet, but this one would be more like leaving a message, and then they'd have to go to this zone to get it, which they may or may not do. A lot of people don't go to the zone, but there is a
but I just mean if we get word out, if we get word out that this zone can be a place to leave messages.
Well, sure. Then people could send me stuff in there. In the ATAW boards, and then if somebody actually shows up here, then I'd pass on any notes and shit.
Yeah. Right. Was there any flaw in the secure email server in Red Carpet that you can think of?
Besides Red Carpet Red Carpet's a bit hot at the moment due to the whole white war.
Right. I've experienced that.
Yeah, so that's the primary flaw, I think, at the moment.
Okay.
Well, yeah, when you get actual spies and Mossad agents looking for you, I don't know if I'd consider a secure email server secure. Just me.
The only other thing I know of, but haven't actually tested to see exactly what we can do with them, is the interdimensional telephones that some of us has.
Take a refill. That's the clever thing. I was literally just thinking of, you bastard.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have an interdimensional phone?
No, I do not. I have never heard of that.
All right. So some of us have interdimensional phones, and I know exactly where to go to buy them.
Nice.
And I know what we need to get to get them. So we can buy more and leave them here for other people to pick up. For example, here being probably a safe spot to leave them.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like our best bet. The other one I was thinking of is everybody goes to Clem's. Maybe it's possible to leave messages in Clem's barbershop somehow.
We had explored that option, and that's how we determined some of the other people have been doing that in some of the other Clems. And for example, the Clems in Night City, somebody had set up a safe with explosives and all sorts of nasty stuff, and kept trying to stop us from using Clems after that.
So there's somebody actively trying to put the kibosh on that one.
Yeah, and the Clems in Gothic and in Melwix, somebody had actually purposely deactivated them.
Okay. By the way, how did you set up a desalination plant? Where did you get all that money from?
I invented rimfire cartridges and rifling.
I
basically, as I said, there's an inventor here. I showed him, I basically explained it all, mapped it out for him and stuff, and set up a patent for it, lodged a patent for it, and after doing various deeds for the crown here, and become a thing of the realm here.
That's super clever. Good.
Here and in the human Genovia, because it seems that even though the human Melwix, we've never been to the human San Angeles, our paperwork and stuff moves across backwards and forwards.
Right.
So I'm a member of the realm. I'm a peer of the realm. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm a peer of the realm in Genovia in this time period.